afternoon, everyone. My name is Vinanthi Supare from MPharm second year. Today, I deliver the seminar on topic routine-loaded cellulose acetate polyethylene oxide fiber membrane fabricated by electrospinning, a bioactive material, under the guidance of Dr. Kamlesh Vade sir. This paper, the author of this paper is Bengan Lee and Zhuhong Yang. This is the screenshot of my paper. This article was received on 9 April 2019 and accepted on 29 December 2019. Uh, then contains introduction, material and methods, result and discussion and conclusion. So introduction, rutin is a naturally occurring active flavonoid chemically derived from many natural plants such as buckwheat, Asparagus officinalis L, and Phlox sophyri. From the previous studies, it was demonstrated that rutin has excellent multiple bioactivities such as antiviral, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antioxidant, etc. Due to these various beneficial properties of rutin, it has been potential bioactive agent for the treatment of various diseases. But one limitations of rutin is that it has very poor water solubility, so it is crucial to encapsulate it in a suitable carrier to make it conductive for oral administration and also improve its bioavailability. In this study, the CaPO fiber was fabricated and used as a carrier for a routine delivery by the technique of electrospinning. The prepared nanofibers have the characteristics of small diameters, high surface area, and high porosity. Because of these characteristics, fiber membrane are often used as a carrier for loading bioactive agents, especially those having poor water solubility. Uh, Here, CaPO fibers are used to deliver the routine. Ca is a natural cellulose derivative, have the characteristics such as biodegradability, biocompatibility, non-toxicity, and hydrophilicity, make it suitable for delivery of various delivery systems. Here, CaPO fibers are used because Ca having the poor spinability. Therefore, a small amount of PO is selected to mix it with to prepare an electrospun fiber. So, in this study, bioactive fiber was developed by electrospinning technology based on the preparation of CaPO fiber to improve the bioavailability of protein. Then, material and methods. Cellulose acetate was procured from Shanghai Oil Chemical Corporation Limited, China. Polyethylene oxide was procured from Signa Eldridge Shanghai Trading Corporation Limited, China. Routine was brought from Zhangping Yu Biotechnology Corporation Limited, China. Then ABTS, that is 2,2-azinobis 3-thylbenzene thiazolene 6-sulfonic acid diammonium salt, was brought from Shanghai D&B Chemical Technology Corporation Limited, China. Nutritional agar was purchased from Shanghai Sinopharm Group Corporation Limited, China. Nutritional broth was purchased from Shanghai Jinseng Biotechnology Corporation Limited, China. Potassium persulfate, sodium hydroxide, potassium dihydrogen phosphate, disodium hydrogen phosphate, and ammonium dihydrogen phosphate were procured from Yongguna Chemical Technology Corporation Limited, China. DFM, that is dimethyl formamide and dichloromethane, were purchased from Chinasan Specialty Products Corporation Limited, China. Then all chemicals were of analytical grade and used without further purification. Then methods. First, preparation and characterization of spinning solution. Routine, routine is hardly soluble in water and it is dissolved in dimethyl formamide. So, in this study, dimethyl formamide is used as a solvent. First, Ca powder is dissolved in dimethyl formamide to make 8% Ca solution. Then different masses of PO powders, that is 0, 0.8, 1.2, and 1.6 weight percent, added into the prepared solution to get the spinning solution. Then mixtures containing 8% Ca and 1.6% PO dissolving two component solvent of DMF and DCM at mass ratios 9:1, 5:1, and 1:1 respectively. Finally, the mixtures comprising 8% Ca, 1.6% PO, and various concentration of routine, that is 0.04, 0.12, and 0.20 respectively, used to prepare the CaPO routine solution in DMF and DCM at mass ratios 1:1. Then viscosity, surface tension, and electrical conductivity of all above solution were determined. Second, fabrication of fiber membrane. Uh, Nanofibers are fabricated by the electrospinning technique. For this, electrospinning apparatus are used. This consists of high voltage electrostatic generator, constant flow pump, and plate metal plate metal template was used for the preparing nanofiber. A 10 ml syringe equipped with a spinning solution was positioned at the top of the constant flow pump. Then aluminum metal plate covered with aluminum foil was used to collect the fiber membrane. The experimental parameters were set as 15 kilovolt of spinning voltage, 15 centimeter receiving distance, and 1 ml per hour spinning flow rate. Then routine content measurement. Routine content in membrane was measured by dissolution method, for which 200 mg of routine unloaded fiber membrane was completely dissolved in 200 ml DMF solution to prepare the test-based solution. Then a certain amount of routine powder was dissolved in the test-based solution to obtain the different concentration of routine. And the actual amount of routine membrane was membrated by UV visible spectrophotometry at the wavelength of routine 362 nanometer. 3 times were tested for each sample for better results. Then the encapsulation efficiency of routine in membrane was calculated by the following equation, that is encapsulation efficiency in percent is equal to the actual amount of routine successfully added to the fiber membrane divided by the theoretical content of routine membrane into 100. Then antioxidant measurement. The antioxidant activities of the fiber membrane with and without routine were determined using the spectrophotometric analysis of ABTS radical scavenging activity according to the previous reported method. In brief, a 7 millimolar ABTS stock solution reached with 2.45 millimolar potassium persulfate to generate the ABTS radical cation and then stored it in dark for 12 to 16 hours. Before testing, the ABTS solution was first diluted with phosphate buffer pH 7.4 to reach the absorbance of 0.700 plus minus 0.025. Then 10 inch of the fiber membrane was added to the 10 ml of the test solution. 3 times were tested for each sample. After 30 minutes, the scavenging capability of ABTS radical was calculated by the following equation. Antioxidant activity in percent is equal to the initial absorbance of the ABTS solution divided by absorbance of the remaining ABTS solution in the presence of the test specimen. Then antibacterial measurement. The antibacterial activities of the fiber membrane with and without routine were evaluated. For the antibacterial measurement here, E. coli and SODS were adapted. The test specimen 0.25 gram were immersed in the conical flask with bacteria oscillating in a shaker at 24 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. Afterwards, the bacteria solution was diluted 1000 times and inoculated into the agar plate, storing at 24 hours at 37 degrees Celsius. Uh, the, uh, the sample was measured 3 times. Finally, the quantity of visual bacterial colonies was counted and the bacterial activity was measured. Antibacterial activity is equal to NC minus Na upon NC into 100, where NC is the quantities of the visual bacterial colonies of standard cotton fabric and Na is the quantities of the visual bacterial of test specimen. Then drug release measurement. The release behavior of routine in membrane was investigated by the total immersion method. For this method, the effect of pH and temperature values of PBS buffer and routine content on the sustained release properties of fiber membrane was investigated. 300 mg of the test specimen was immersed in the 100 ml of PBS buffer, and at specific time interval, 10 ml of the solution was taken to test its absorbance at 361 nanometer or 350 nanometer while supplementing with 10 ml of the test solution. Then 3 times were tested for each sample. With the help of the routine calibration curve measured in the same environment, the percentage of routine release was calculated and plotted versus time according to equation routine cumulative days is equal to routine release mass at time upon routine total content in membrane into 100. Then characterization of the fibers. The surface morphologies of all the electrospin fiber membrane were observed using the Hitachi S4800 silence emission scanning electron microscopy. Hitachi S1400 is a type of microscope. Then CaPO fiber loaded with or without 2% weight routine were characterized by the following measurement, that is FTIR, XRD and TGA. The mechanical properties of the membrane were calculated using the following equation. Yield state is equal to F upon W into T, where F is the tensile strength, W is the width and T is the thickness. And elongation in percent is equal to L1 upon L0 into 100, where L1 is the elongation length and L0 is the clamping length into 100. Then result and discussion. Effect of protein concentration on fiber morphology. Uh, After investigation, it was found that the mixed solution composed of 8% weight Ca and 1.6% Cu and DCM-DMF in the ratio of 1:1 can produce the beadless fiber membrane with superior mechanical properties. Therefore, it was used as the optimal electrospinning process to prepare the routine loaded CaPO fiber membrane. This same was characterized for the morphology of the membrane. Then analysis of routine content in membrane. This study was determined for the compatibility of Ca and PO. The amount of routine initially incorporated into the fiber membrane was 0.04, 0.12, and 0.20 weight percent based on the amount of the solution. The encapsulation efficiency of routine in the fiber membrane prepared from all the different solution was greater than 90%. It is indicated that the routine Ca and PO was compatible with each other. Then analysis of antioxidant activity. As we all know, routine is a bioactive agent having the strong antioxidant activity, which provide hydrogen to reduce the free radical and prevent the oxidation of the membrane. Here, the performance of the 0%, 0.4%, 1.2%, and 2% routine were observed. The antioxidant activity of here the membrane without routine having the antioxidant activity only 3.3%. But it means that without routine, the fiber membrane has no antioxidant activity. In contrast to the routine unloaded fiber membrane, the routine loaded fiber membrane have the significant antioxidant activity that is near about 80%. As antioxidant activity, as the routine content will increase, the antioxidant activity of the membrane was also increased. When the content of routine is 0.4 and 1.2%, the antioxidant value of the reach 77.2% and 98.3% respectively. This indicates that a small amount of routine can impart high free radical scavenging activity to the membrane. Then analysis of antibacterial activity. For the analysis of antibacterial activity, here S. aureus and E. coli was adopted. From the figure, it was a significant difference of the visual bacterial culture was shown. Uh, Here, for the routine unloaded sample, a large amount of bacterial colonies were observed. In contrast, only a few bacterial colonies were observed in the routine loaded sample. This indicates that routine has a natural ability to inhibit the bacterial growth. Then the routine unloaded membrane had an inhibition rate was only 8.1% and 8.0% against E. coli and S. aureus, where by comparison, the antibacterial activity of the membrane encapsulating 0.4, 1.2, and 2.0% routine in the membrane was remarkably higher than the routine unloaded sample. Their antibacterial activity against E. coli was 78.7%, 93.5%, and 98.5% respectively, and their antibacterial activity against S. aureus was 78.6%, 95.0% and 97.2% respectively. Then analysis of drug release. Uh, Here the analysis of drug release was measured by PBS buffer at 37 degrees Celsius was more conducive to the release of routine from the membrane. Here at the initial stage, that is in 15 in starting at starting period, 1.2 2.0 weight percent routine in membrane was cumulative release of this drug after 300 minutes was 90%, and at the initial stage it only released 15%. Hence it is observed that 2.0% routine in membrane was released 90% drug. Then analysis of drug release kinetics in PBS buffer at temperature 37 degrees Celsius, regardless of pH 5.6 or 7.4. The N value of all the membrane was less than 0.5. This indicated that under this condition, routine release was mainly diffused through swollen membrane and the water-filled pores. However, when the temperature of PBS buffer was 20 degrees Celsius and the pH was 5.6, then the value of the N membrane was greater than 0.5. This indicates that routine release belongs to swelling and relaxation of the membrane under this condition. Then effect of routine on other characters of the fiber, that is FTIR, XRD pattern, TGA, and stress strain curve. Here, FTIR is used for the functional group detection. Blue line indicates the CaPO fiber and red line indicates the CaPO fiber with routine. Here, a significant difference was observed. Then in a XRD pattern, XRD pattern is mainly used for structure or morphology of crystal. So there is a very significant difference between the CaPO fiber and CaPO fiber with routine. Then in TGA curve, there both shows the same degradation, that is thermal decomposition, and TG and the routine loaded fiber membrane have the low mechanical strength as compared to the CaPO fiber. In conclusion, in this study, a bioactive fiber membrane based on the CaPO fiber has been successfully prepared by electrospinning. The encapsulation efficiency of routine in fiber membrane was up to 90% or more, which was related to the compatibility of between polymers. The antibacterial and antioxidant activities of the routine-loaded fiber membrane can be related to routine and its corresponding properties improve with the increase of routine content. The fiber membrane loaded with just 1.2 weight% routine exhibited antioxidant activity of 98.3% and antibacterial properties of 93.5% and 95% against E. coli and S. aureus respectively, indicating that a small amount of protein could generate remarkable antioxidant and antibacterial properties. Protein released from the fiber membrane in PBS buffer at pH 7.4 reached to about 90% after 4 hours. The result suggests that the routine-loaded CaPO fiber membrane has the general application in bioactive materials. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinanti.